there's two types of investors. Those are investors, and one bucket are navigating the markets and they're looking for the same information, they have the same emotions, they have delayed reactions compared to the other investor who has more clarity, is supported by more intelligence, and doesn't panic, doesn't guess, and doesn't hesitate. The gap between those two investors is widening every single day because there's so much noise, there's so many people online sharing information with you. And they tell you a lot of things, but I'm going to talk about why you need something in your back pocket that can help you do so. And if you're already using Prophecy AI, then this is going to be your training, and we're going to break down how to use it and some of the new things we've added this week. So, first things first, we've got some new things that we've added into Prophecy AI, so I'm really excited to jump in. And the thing is that for decades, a lot of the information that's been out there, if you would have worked really hard to get the information, you would have studied really hard, then you might have success. But nowadays, we're in an era where intelligence on your side that can process very complex things that are happening faster than any emotion that you could have. And your conviction can be supported by real-time data. This is the type of thing that really can change everything. So here are some of the new features we added in Prophecy AI this week. Let's jump into it and let's get into the top tools that we are innovating with. So in order to get in, you go to prophecyapp.com. If you already have a plan, you're good to go. I'm going to log out right now and show you how it works. This is going to be a breakdown of the decision making that we've been going through the last week as well, and what's been working, what's not been working for using Prophecy AI to make better decisions. So that's going to be something we go over here right now. But let's log in. So first, you're going to go to prophecyapp.com. If you're not already a part of prophecyapp.com, you can go to the pricing page and you can get signed up, or you can see one of our recent videos we just did on how this compares to institutional trading. You can go ahead and have a look there. So we also have done some breakdowns. So here we are. So the first thing you would see here is you have the login page. You're going to log in here and you're going to get all logged in. Let's begin. So here's what we added this week. Super, super powerful stuff. We've had a lot of investors that have said that they've been getting great results by getting another perspective from multiple AIs. We've had $100,000 months from some investors. Some investors it's taken 6 weeks, but they've been growing their portfolio. Others are having issues managing risk and figuring out how to use this alongside their trading strategies. So one of the new features that we just added is going to be the refinement of the multi-model and the refinement of navigation. So before today, or before really this last few weeks, you would select your model, you would click on Grok, you would click on OpenAI, Claude, Gemini, or whichever model you want. And then you would select your model, and then you would see the projections on any stock that you're analyzing with, and you would see the projections from the time frame that you've selected, however you're selecting. And not only do you see the projections, but you see the supporting reasoning why the projections are what they are from that AI model. And there's some other things we've added. So one of the things we've recently refined, which you'll notice here, is going to be the fundamental analysis. So this has been a big one for us. The other thing you'll notice is the navigation on the left. But there's a huge recent change we've made, which is the multi-model. So again, you'd have to go model by model up until now. But today, you can actually, I'm just going to delete the future chart here. I'm going to pull in a multi-model view. Here we are. Now I can see all of the different AI models projections at once. So this is really powerful. Let me make this a little bit bigger for everyone. Zoom in a little bit, and let's really look at this multi-model view here. Okay, so a couple things to watch. Number one, not only do we have the technical analysis, but we also now have the fundamental analysis happening over here. But this is where it gets interesting. Over the next week, I could see where Gemini is projecting. I could see where Grok is projecting, where Claude is projecting. I can see where each AI model is projecting all at once. And so as we've added in this AI model selection, the problem was everybody's like, okay, I got to see Grok. Now I want to see what OpenAI is saying. I've seen Gemini. Now I want to get an idea of what Claude is also saying, on the same time horizon. And so that could be really hard to go back and forth. And so now there's a few ways to use this. Number one, you could do nothing and then just see the different time frames and the different models here. And you can see either down here, you can select which model you're on and it will show you on the chart. Or you can click into one of the models. So if I click in to Claude, for example, or let's do Grok, I can actually see focused view, and then I can click up here to the left of the time frame selector, and then that's going to allow me to get the bars pulled up, and I can see the barred view for that stock. And so if I wanted to see any different time frames, it would stay in the bar view. If I wanted to get out of the bar view, I could just click out of Grok here, and then I'm back into seeing all of the models at once. Or I can click back into one of the models here. Let's click into Gemini, and once again, if I want the bars, I can enable the bars over here, and I can now use this. Okay, so the multi-model view, very big for investors recently, because now you're not having to navigate so much. You can get all the projections in one place, and you don't have to really waste your time trying to go back and forth and use many different AI tools. You can see what every model is projecting in one spot. Okay, so that's the multi-model view. And the multi-model view is going to be integrated with the search, so that the search here will have a multi-model. And basically, this multi-model, you'll either use multi-model or you'll use the future chart, just one model at a time. And if you're doing the multi-model view, then you'll know that the technical analysis is driven by the top models or the top model by technical analysis. That the support and resistance there is driven by the right model. That the fundamentals are driven by the correct model. So that might be Gemini. The financials are going to be driven by the correct model, which would probably be Claude, right? So these are the right models that you want to use for the right tasks. Pretty soon, when you do multi-model, everything throughout the app, all of your widgets that you have added here are going to abide by the best model for that task when you have multi-model selected. Okay, so the other thing that we added this week is you're going to notice we did make the sidebar a lot better. You can kind of see everything in the side. We've added some things like notifications. Okay, we got notifications this week. Now, hi, what's going on, David? How are you doing? So this is something that we've had requested, highly requested here, is can we get a breakdown of the notifications on different stocks? And we just added that in. So how you control your notifications, you're just going to go to your notification settings. You can do email notifications, and then you can do price alerts based on custom percentage changes on any stock in your watch list. You can do news alerts from your watch list stocks. You can do earnings reminders that are coming up, or you can do digest summary of just the driving factors behind what's going on with your watch list right now. So that's been one that we've been really excited about, is adding the email notifications in for all of the members. So you now have that available. Now, when it comes to the innovation from our team, we also have the search history and the search bar. So whenever we're doing something, we want it to be very, very simple for everybody to do things in the least amount of clicks and the fastest possible way. And so what we just added is, rather than having to go to the search bar and then see your recently searched stocks and then click on the stock, and then maybe you want to use Claude, maybe you want to use OpenAI or Grok, but you change your model and then you search. Rather than do that, what we've done is we've made it so that if you have a stock pulled up, so let's say you're pulled up here and you go to search, you're going to see the recently searched here for you. So you can go right into your recently searched, or if you start to, let's say type in a stock, you're going to see, the stocks pull up there for you to just jump in and get the analysis. Okay. The other cleaner UI thing that we added this week is that we've moved the different pages. So you might have different pages that you hold all of your widgets on. And now you can have multiple pages all managed right here on the sidebar. Okay, so the sidebar right here, you can see this right here. This is basically where you would add a new page. Okay, and if you do add a new page, so let me just add a new page right here. I'm just going to call this the financial view. One thing we recently really broke down, and we're going to have some templates available for you guys so it's easier. But one thing we just got added in is a refined financial widget. So I've been using Google for years, and most investors have been using Google or Yahoo Finance for years. And for years, it's been way too complicated and way too hard to use those financial tools because it's hard to track and process the data fast because of how they present it. And so what we've done is we've built in the balance sheets financials, the income statement financials, in a way that is super easy to understand and super easy to comprehend in this financial widget. So all you got to do, just go to balance sheet. A couple things you'll notice as you go from quarter to quarter. Let's say you're on the balance sheet, you could see how much total assets they have and their total liabilities. Now, not only that, you can see this little blue mark up in the top that shows their equity. So it can kind of help you visualize how much cash they really have. And that shows on every time frame. And then if I want to go annual, then I click annual here and I can get the annual view as well, just like that, and go by year. And so as I hover over each one, it's going to show me their assets to liabilities. If I go into the income statements, very similar. So I can see annual stacked up here, or I could see the quarterly income statements from each quarter and get an idea. Okay, if their net income is negative, it's going to show red. Okay, if their net income was positive, so let's pull up a stock like Apple, for example, you would see that they're going to be with that orange. It's going to be more in the green or into the positive. And so on the quarterly here, I can also get a look of their total cost, right? So I could see how much their total cost is in that blue bracket. Okay, so very easy, very straightforward, nothing simple or nothing complicated. It's all very simple, nothing that you can't do in order to really just process and be able to see the balance sheets and the income statements super easily. Now, the integration of community has been a big thing, right? We really want to make sure everybody is going to be on the right track as an investor. And whether you're starting with basically no experience investing in the stock market, or you have been investing for many years, or you're a seasoned pro, you still can get as much valuable as possible out of Prophecy. And so what we've decided to really build out is a couple things. All right, so that's the features we've added, okay, new features. But one of the things that we've just added here that's been a special add-on for our community and for our education is the upcoming structure for where we're going to kind of give you these systems, that normally, I would license these systems for thousands of dollars to other investors. And we're going to be giving you the systems as a Prophecy member absolutely free. And so the education side is going to be a large part of where we drive a lot of value into Prophecy. So if you go into the education side of Prophecy, there's going to be a few things you notice. Number one, you will notice, you got just getting started. You got how to use the app, the AI analysis. I could click in here. Hi, my name's... And I'm going to get a tutorial of, how to use Prophecy. What are the widgets? How can I analyze a stock? Like, I can go through, learn the advanced features, the asset analysis, all these things. I could use how mobile works, all that stuff. That's all available for you in the education section. But this is where things are going to get really great. Number one, all of our group calls. Going to house all of our group calls here for you to be able to review our weekly group calls, or maybe they're weekly, sometimes they're monthly, or we have a quarterly group call that we're going to be putting here for you. Okay. Let's see what we got. Antoku David says, I like the notifications. We'll be sharp. Will you put notifications on the calendar? Yes, definitely. Is that for community? We could definitely do that. Thomas says, hi guys from Berlin, Germany. Cold winter night here. Oh, nice. It's pretty cold here too. We got snow outside. You like the financial charts? Awesome. I'm glad you're liking it, David. Yep, we're very excited to add that. The watch list AI generator is going as well. Shares of PD hit new low today. Sound fundamentals with low PE. What do you think? Says Michael. Yeah, we can take a look. But here's what we're actually focused on right now is what we were adding. So once again, the strategy here is where we're going to get all of the strategy to use alongside Prophecy AI inside of here. The roadmap is going to include multiple stages for investors, whether you're stage 0, just learning how to invest, you don't even invest. Stage 1, getting into how to actually place your trades, how to break even probably, how to actually not lose money. Stage 2, you're learning, the risk management and how to stay profitable and keep the money that you do make. And then stage 3, you're looking at perfecting your entries, your capital allocation, option strategies, things like that. Stage 4, you might even be thinking about taxes or how to maximize returns. There's different constraints that you reach as each stage is there. Okay, so it's all coming, and just want to let you guys know that's on the way. Now, the other thing we just added into Prophecy as well is the community side of things. So I'm very excited to announce to you guys, we have Stockmate here. We also have another community member who just started their own community. And this is going to be a whole ecosystem of people that are starting very great financial communities. And I would encourage you all, if you're a Prophecy member, start using it. Whether that's InvestQ, Stockmate is going to be migrating from our native platform from where we were over here. This is our old platform we used to be on here in Prophecy, where we have all of our members. As you guys know, we got over 36 millionaires here. We have some people that are just starting out, but we have 545 members here in our Stockmate community. We're now going to be migrating with the same functionality and more into the communities here inside of Prophecy app. And this is really exciting because, some people are like, where is everybody? Jeanette says, where is everybody? We haven't actually even announced or moved all of our Stockmate members from our old platform to this new platform. But this is going to be tremendous. Couple things you're going to see here. Number one, we're going to integrate AI into the community for analyzing the discussions. We're going to add, which we already have. You can see some of you got StockMate community is actively discussing various stocks, including APLD, AST, with mixed sentiments on performance. And then it gives you, the different topics, the different spots to jump in to the community. I think it's going to be really powerful. But the other thing you have is, I know we got David, we're talking here. We have messages happening, one-on-ones. We have the earnings calendars coming out inside of StockMate. And we'll have the daily live trading as well. Daily live trading you can actually already access through. We're going to have all of the learning squared away here, the upcoming events, and then I can already see all of the members that are starting to get in. We haven't even announced it yet, but I see you guys jumping in. Look at all the people. Very exciting stuff. And so the point is not only are you going to get access, full optimized StockMate access with the live trading sessions, the community, the books, and the custom plans that we put together for all of our members, but you're also going to get more than StockMate, because we're having more communities getting created over in Prophecy communities. And so we're really excited to actually provide a lot of the same structures and licensing, the same things that I do, for me to share what we're doing in our portfolio for our community creators that start their own communities on Prophecy. And when they create their own community, they're going to have all the same systems, all of the same things that we do in our community, and how we grow our communities, so that they can grow their communities as well. And so I'm really excited about that. We already see it happening, like just by adding, David started his own community here called InvestQ. He's sharing some insights into some stocks, talking about CTM. And what's crazy is that David just started this. He hasn't even gotten anybody to join from his YouTube. Look at this. He's already getting organically, he's growing his community. And I can see David. Is David here? David is here, and David's in the chat as well. I see you joined in there. And we got these people joining in to the communities organically. So we're growing the communities organically, which is really cool, because it means that maybe somebody wants to talk taxes. Maybe somebody wants to talk about short-term trading, long-term trading. Maybe somebody wants to talk about how they're doing real estate investing, or how they're running their business. Whatever it is, that is going to be possible through the communities here on Prophecy AI. So very excited to have that available for you all. And as we roll this out, look forward to more growth and more exciting technology for all of our community members. One thing to note as well when we're in Prophecy app is the things that we're adding now are simply to make your investing processes faster and easier and better. And so if you find friction around your investing process, whether that means we need to replace tools that you otherwise have somewhere else that you're having to leave the Prophecy app to go do, or whether it was notifications, or maybe it was multi-model view, or whatever we've recently added that has been really powerful. We've added the multi-model view, the financials, not having to leave to go check on other companies like Google, or more AI models, or more technical analysis, or the support and resistance widgets, or bringing the news to you, and then you can get the summaries of all the news. Whatever it is, you can always hit the feedback button down here. Leave your feedback, as it's super helpful for us. And it's helpful for you because we'll add it into the app. All right, guys. So I see some comments here as well. David is here. David says, dang, Will, I'm not paying enough for all you guys are doing. Now, here's the thing. The value that you get out of Prophecy is supposed to be 10 times, 20 times more than anything that you pay for Prophecy. That's how we do it. When you're in Prophecy, you get StockMate, you get the daily live tradings, you get all of the AI models. If you want to go get the AI models individually, You could spend literally $1,000 a month on all the AI models. We're bringing them to you. We're bringing you the technical, the fundamental analysis. We're bringing you the strategies, the systems. And the goal is for you to get 10 times, 100 times more value than what you pay. That's the goal, right? If we're not doing that, then we're not serving you the best way that we can. And so, just again, even if you're not getting enough, like I'm actually saying, where are you not getting enough? Let me know, and we're working on it for you. Okay, appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. David says excited for all the 545 members to move over. That's going to be great. Yep, we're going to be announcing that very soon for all of the Stockmate members to move them over to the new community, and we will have some more updates for you all soon. I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am excited. We've been talking with investors. We've been talking with people that are running multi-million-dollar portfolios, actually outside investors that are looking at companies to invest in, and they want to invest in our company, but we aren't doing it because we have to keep everything tight right now. We have to make sure that we are serving you as best we can. And I'm just telling you, what we're doing here, no one else is doing. There is no other companies that are giving you all the best AI models with the best analysis systems in the world, paired with the top education that you can get, and giving you the ability to use all of the best tools from where you'd otherwise have to go source out and find them in all of these different places into one tool that can help you. And that, combined with the communities, combined with the AI and the watch list that you build here, is going to be the game changer. That, combined with the markets, the special market views that we're adding in for you to be involved in all the different markets and see where the markets are growing and see the smaller markets and the micro markets. That's what it's all about. And so really, that's the whole point of the Prophecy AI. So I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I did get some ticker symbols. I saw some people commenting ticker symbols, and we'll take a look at them very soon. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.